The beauty of islands all around the world lies in the diversity of them. Some amaze you with their breathtaking view of the sea, either with a crystalline clarity or mysterious deep blue. Some are covered with velvety jungles full of bird sound, and the other is rich with cultural treasures. Whether it's sublime beaches, stunning topography, or exotic cultures you seek, these top 25 islands can take you away from the workaday clamor and bring the sweet taste of paradise into your mouth. It's said that on a map, Palawan is just like an arm extending from the Philippines to hug Borneo. The deep ocean and mountains rising directly from the palm-edged beaches are antonymous. Travelers from all around the world accept the difficulties of distance so they can dive in wrecks belong to World War II, discover old-growth rainforests, and paddle one of the world's longest subterranean rivers. This icy archipelago is hanging between the North Pole and the Norwegian mainland. The islands offer a great chance to spot polar bears and the northern lights. You will find astonishing Hyperborean wildlife and breathtaking wilderness, which is both rugged and fragile at the same time. Being born from a volcano, Santorini Islands are lively like fire. Cloud-white villas tumble down volcanic cliffs, while sky-blue domes reflect both the blue of the clear sky and the deep sea, and shiny sprays of bougainvillea add to the astonishing palette of color. Waipunamui is famed for its glaciers running through mountains to the lakes. Aoraki Mount Cook runs along the entire length of the island, creating all specific perspectives. You can visit national parks best known for their trails and ocean kayaking. Queenstown is renowned for venture sports like bungee jumping and skiing. The mixture of high mountains and beaches can give you all kinds of pleasure you desire. Bali's culture is a rich feast for pleasing all the senses. Incense breeze from Hindu temples, rice paddies glow in shiny greens, and the foods. It would wow you thousands of times. Surfing, swimming, and sunbathing are energetic activities which the beautiful beaches can offer. You can relish from temple hopping and sightseeing in the luxuriant countryside to spa treatments, shopping, and hiking in the tropical isle. Fiji, one of Australia's go-to tropical escapes, ticks all the magic island boxes. Velvety whites and beaches, translucent waters, and teeming coral reefs can all sought here in abundance. And the Fijian people welcome visitors with unforgettable smiles. So it is a perfect destination for a family trip. Diving, snorkeling, fishing, and, in some areas, surfing are exciting things Fiji can offer, as well as sprawling under a palm tree. There is a good reason why Kauai is called the Garden Isle. Rainforests with waterfalls tumbling from lava cliffs, and the intoxicating redolence of tropical blooms hangs joyful on the hot air. But the island's beauty lies not just in its luxuriant flora and fauna. Its amazing coast will take your breath away. Lava sculpted this astounding island, pushing up from the ocean floor to form soft ridges and vertiginous cliffs close to wonderful beaches, where the view of cobalt blue seas, turtles, and tropical fish swim along coral reefs delights the sight. St. Lucia is a dark and brooding grace. Unlike other Caribbean islands, its best virtues are not necessarily just its beaches, though with their copper sands and comely palms, they are celebrated with those who visit. Rather, the island itself is saturated in a topographic flair. The towering spikes, twin volcano peaks, lead over the luxuriant scenery, rising more than 700 meters above the sea, and providing a breathtaking background to the flabbergasting scenery. Far separated from the mainland, Ushuaia is mostly famed as the end of the world. Being the southernmost city on the planet, it's perched on an abrupt hill that fronts the Beagle Channel, exceptionally populated by penguins and sea lions. Not cold enough? Sail your boat to Antarctica. This giant sombrero is prolific volcanic island stars in countless specific fancies. The best ornament of this tropical beauty is its gorgeous lagoon in kaleidoscopic turquoise, where fish, small turtles, sharks, and rays have a nice time swimming in the glass-like waters. Pleasing whites and beaches, craggy coastal peaks, tasty cuisine, a unique contexture of cultures, and ancient treasures. What's not to love about this Johnny Italian Isle? Most travelers have heard of the coasts with their rugged coves and clear green seas, but this large and various Mediterranean isle also lays claim to so many more attractions. Sardinia is home to the biggest canyon in Europe called Gola su Gorapu, primeval archaeological sites, the attractive Catalantage town of Alghero, and the medieval roads of Cagliari. Original and picturesque, Seychelles are worth traveling for. East of Kenya, this comparatively unspoiled archipelago of 115 coral and granite islands is packed with charms, from deep green jungles and favored coral reefs to palm-lined beaches beside giant boulders and fish-rich marine sanctum. The seas around Maldives Islands truly make these islands shine. Glowing aquamarine waters in which coral reefs entice you, divers and snorkelers from around the world gather here. And on land, luxury resorts provide the best launching points for adventurous activities more related to the sea, the archipelago's greatest treasure, but also its biggest threat due to the planet's climate changing. It's easy to find your dream Caribbean hideaway among different islands and many more tiny caves in the Bahamas. The charms of the amusing islands range from idyllic beaches and breathtaking coral reefs to fantastic shopping, cuisine, and entertainment. You can enjoy being in so many worlds by traveling to the Bahamas, a highlight among the best islands in the world. Whitsunday Islands are the Australian version of the classic tropical island fantasies. I don't think the list of the 25 top islands in the world can be without Whitsunday Islands. These abundant islands are the peaks of Drown Hills. Sailing is a popular thing to do in the Whitsundays, and diving is enjoyable along the fish-rich coral reefs. Charming Capri lives up to all the hype. Sea stacks and ascending cliffs soar from the Tyrrhenian Sea, framed by sprays of vivid flowers. One of its most popular tourist attractions is the Blue Grotto, a gleaming sea cave, where locals row tourists in on tiny boats and sing opera while sailing it in order to illustrate the acoustics. The piazza here buzzes with faultlessly dressed folks and visitors toting shopping bags with the scent of the island's perfumes. The Dalmatian Islands are an adorable combination of calm and charm and rich history, and that is enough to call them the best islands in the world. Quaint villages and boutique hotels and restaurants are very favorite places in these beautiful isles, and they are surrounded by sparkling waves of water and some of Croatia's brilliant beaches. Top on the list is Brac with the famed beach strip of Zlatni Rat Golden Horn. Fur is also charming with its Gothic churches, car-free Old Town, and enchanting fishing harbor. If you're dreaming of being marooned in the South Pacific, the Cook Islands that are truly among the best islands in the world are for you. Strung between French Polynesia and Samoa, but tied closely to New Zealand, this archipelago's islands are among the most astonishing islands in the South Pacific. Among the Iceland's beauties are enticing bluish-green lagoons, palm-fringed coasts, and volcanic peaks. Best of all, the locals are among the most warm-blooded people in the South Pacific. Sicily, the biggest Mediterranean island, is just a little off the toe of Italy's boot. Its affluent history is being shown in the places like the Valley of the Temples, the well-preserved remains of enormous, Doric-style Greek temples, and in the Byzantine mosaics at the Cappella Palatina, a former sovereign chapel in the capital city. On Sicily's eastern edge, you can see Mount Etna, which is among Europe's highest active volcanoes. Langkawi Archipelago is made up of 99 islands on Malaysia's west coast, is famous with the title of Jewel of Kedah. Surrounded by turquoise sea, the inlet of the main island is a mixture of enchanting paddy fields and jungle-clad steeps. If interested in carting off duty-free alcohol, cigarettes, and chocolate, then this is the place for you. Still, nature lovers and sports seekers will find the island just as pleasant as the littoral is fringed by soft sand with swaying coconut trees and sea in sight. Being an autonomous region in Portugal, the Azores are an archipelago in the mid-Atlantic. The islands are characterized by dramatic perspectives, local fishing, green meadows, and bushes of blue hydrangeas. These islands have volcanic origins, and their lakes have hot thermal waters. There are places where you can enjoy spotting whales and dolphins in the deep blue sea. Called the Valley Isle, Maui is the Great Valley that lies between two major volcanoes. Maui is known for its amazing natural beauty as well as its luxury resorts and famous tourist charms, a triple threat ranking the island high among the world's top vacation destinations. Honeymooners, whether they are seeking the sun on the scintillant sands, wandering around a local farm, walking down the attractive streets of a historic town, or rambling through the odoriferous fields, Maui can ensure every couple a beautiful beginning to their wedded bliss. One of Thailand's greatest gems, Koh Samui is world famous for its beaches and dining. But those aren't the only reasons you should visit this amazing island. After some time at the beach, consider heading to the rainforest and exploring some of the lush hiking trails. You can follow up your hike by relaxing in one of the many spas guaranteed to provide peace and serenity. Fun and relaxation combine to make Koh Samui a premier vacation spot. While it's popular for surfing, sailing, snorkeling, and more, the historic sites are really the draw of Malta. Having more than 10 rulers in its time, from Phoenicians to the Knights of St. John, expect to see many architectural monuments and some of the world's oldest structures. The fortresses and megalithic temples are among some of the most interesting sights you'll see here. Yes, you'll absolutely love the beaches and the scenery, but its rich history is what makes Malta one of the best island vacations ever. From hilltop villages to mountains and more, the landscape variety you'll experience in Corsica is hard to beat. Outdoor enthusiasts are truly at home here because not only are there beaches and water activities, but Corsica is home to one of the world's best hikes, the GR20. Even though it's a French island, you'll love the Italian charm and culture it has to offer. This video is made by Toreva. If you want to see the most beautiful and attractive places in the world, be sure to subscribe down below. Tell us in the comments, have you ever been to any of the islands mentioned in the video?